Imagine if you had all the skills, knowledge from classes, and wisdom from books. What could you achieve? What true value could you bring to the world? It's an empowering exercise to envision your potential. What could you become in the marketplace, at home, in your relationships? How valuable could you be? Valuable enough to address any areas where you're not reaching your full potential. If you're operating at just 20%, imagine what you could do with the other 80%. Recognizing your own worth opens up a whole new world of possibilities. Self-worth is the driving force behind taking initiative and seizing opportunities. When we feel good about ourselves, we're motivated to actively pursue our goals. But if we don't value ourselves, we'll miss out on the richness of life and the chance to explore new horizons. Choosing enterprise over ease is always a winning bet. Every time we settle for less than our full potential, it chips away at our confidence and self-worth. Imagine the impact of consistently doing less each day over the span of 10 years. It's a sobering thought. However, you have the power to reverse this trend by embracing self-direction, self-reliance, and self-discipline. By making a conscious effort to do a little more each day, you'll soon develop a habit of action rather than neglect. Over time, this incremental progress will boost your confidence, courage, creativity, and self-worth. Ultimately, it's not what we possess or accumulate that defines our value, it's who we become through our actions and endeavors. Success isn't measured by what we have, it's defined by the effort we put in and the growth we achieve along the way. The real magic happens when we turn our dreams into action, transforming ideas into reality. But you know what messes with our minds the most? It's simply settling for less than we're capable of. It's like a silent psychic damage that chips away at our self-image. But here's the good news: when you start pushing yourself and giving it your all, you'll immediately feel the difference. Maybe the rewards won't be monetary just yet, but the value of feeling proud of yourself is priceless. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what we acquire, it's about who we become through our efforts. So, instead of just affirming positivity, let's focus on taking action and seeing how much we can achieve, earn, share, start, finish, and influence. Let's unleash our full potential and see where it takes us. Instead of taking action to improve our lives, some suggest repeating slogans and canned affirmations like "every day and in every way I'm getting better and better." But let's be real, wishful thinking alone won't make us better. True improvement comes from the discipline of consistent effort. Discipline is the key to progress, and affirmations without action are just illusions. Don't get me wrong, there's value in affirming a positive life, but only if we're disciplined enough to follow through with action. Affirmations can be powerful, but we must remember two important rules. First, affirmations should never replace action. Feeling good is great, but doing good is even better. When it comes to affirmations, it's crucial to speak the truth. If the truth is that you're broke, then the best affirmation is simply to admit it: I'm broke. By facing this reality head-on and taking responsibility for it, you'll be motivated to change. Admitting your situation out loud can be a wake-up call, pushing you from complacency into action. Confronting harsh realities has a powerful effect. It sparks the thinking process on how to improve your circumstances. Embracing truth and expressing it with discipline inevitably leads to positive change. Reality is where our journey to personal transformation begins, and within it lies the potential for our own miracles. And remember, the power of faith starts with acknowledging reality. As the saying goes, the truth will set us free. Here's another old saying: true faith is when it's all you've got left to hold on to. If life has dealt you an ugly hand, acknowledge it for what it is. If you've hit rock bottom, own up to it and take responsibility. And if faith is the only thing you have left, use it to create your own miracle. Once we embrace and accept the truth, the promise of the future becomes untethered from deceit. Understanding the truth sets us free and propels us forward. Now, let's talk about discipline. Its greatest value lies in building self-worth and self-esteem. While self-esteem is often emphasized these days, its connection to discipline is often overlooked. Even the slightest lack of discipline can chip away at our psyche. One of the biggest temptations we face is to slack off just a little bit. Even the smallest act of not giving your best effort begins to eat away at your psyche. Instead of striving for excellence, settling for just a little less than your best slowly chips away at your mindset. You might think, well, it's only affecting my sales. But in reality, it affects your entire outlook and philosophy. The problem with neglecting even the tiniest bit is that it spreads like an infection. If left unchecked, it can turn into a full-blown disease. One instance of neglect often leads to another, and the worst part is, it chips away at our self-worth and confidence. You might wonder, how can I regain my self-respect? The solution doesn't always require attending countless classes. It starts with making a commitment to yourself to always give your best effort. All it takes is starting with the smallest discipline that aligns with your beliefs, telling yourself I should, I could, and I will. No longer will you allow neglect to accumulate, leading to regrets years down the line. That's the power of adopting a get-to-discipline mindset. Start with small disciplines, one at a time, until they become woven into the fabric of your daily life. With this foundation in place, you'll have a vessel to pour in wisdom, attitude, strong feelings, faith, and courage. Before you know it, you'll start seeing returns on your investment, fueling your excitement and commitment to this new way of living. You'll never look back to your old habits once you experience the rewards of this transformative process. So, surround yourself with like-minded individuals and embrace this journey towards a disciplined and fulfilling life. Taking action is key to building self-esteem. Your self-esteem is a reflection of how much you appreciate yourself, respect yourself, and recognize your own worth in your interactions with others. When you have a strong sense of self-worth, you naturally develop a greater appreciation for others, and in turn, they appreciate you more too. Just like physical fitness, self-esteem can be cultivated over time through consistent effort and positive reinforcement. It all starts with gaining clarity on who you are and what you want in life. Let's consider, what are your top qualities? Your standout skills and abilities? Reflect on the achievements that have fueled your success in the past. As you recall the things you excel at, the activities you enjoy, and the moments that bring you joy, you'll naturally boost your self-appreciation and self-respect. Another effective way to enhance your self-esteem is by setting goals. Picture this: if you could accomplish anything in life, what would it be? Take a moment to jot it down. Yes, write it down. Psychologists have found that setting ambitious goals not only boosts your self-image, but also elevates your self-esteem. When you have big dreams and aspirations, you naturally feel more confident and happier with yourself. Another avenue to pump up your self-esteem? Self-discipline. It's a two-way street. Self-esteem fuels self-discipline, and self-discipline fuels self-esteem. Absolutely. Setting priorities means asking yourself, what's the most important thing I need to tackle right now, and then committing to getting it done. Now, here's the magic ingredient: task completion. Every time you finish a task, your self-esteem gets a boost. It's like crossing a finish line and feeling like a champ. So, whenever you start and finish something, you're winning. And when you knock out that most important task, that's a major self-esteem booster. It's like soaring to new heights of exhilaration. Did you know your brain releases endorphins, which are like nature's happy pills? They not only make you feel good, but they also fire you up to tackle more tasks and do them even better and faster. So, along with all the other self-esteem boosting tips like setting clear goals and completing tasks, here's a simple yet powerful mantra to repeat: I like myself, I like myself, I like myself. Embrace who you are, crush your goals, and watch your self-esteem soar higher and higher.